Alright, what's good, y'all? We watching Scary Composition Volume 79 by BizzareBub. Let's check it out.
In the following video, a group of friends are having a small gathering as they all collectively sing to a song of worship. The person recording pans around the room to capture this harmonious ceremony, thinking that this evening will end well. But little did they know that something would happen during this gathering that would haunt them forever. Be sure to pay close attention, as no one had noticed it until looking closely. Take a look.
Yo.
As the camera pans over to the hallway, a shadow-like figure can be seen bolting down the hall at a speed beyond human capacity. Its rapid movement and dark appearance were enough to leave the family extremely unsettled. Viewers believe that this ceremony might have had something to do with the sudden appearance of this figure. They can't help but think that this may have been some sort of dark entity that was provoked by the ceremony. Not much info is given on this video,
could be that.
so it's hard to be sure if that's so. But whether paranormal or not, the sudden appearance of this dark figure is creepy alone. Just what exactly was caught on camera? There's a place in Mexico that used to be known as the Disneyland of Latin America. Reino Mágico was a small theme park that opened in 1988 and closed only a few years later after multiple fatal accidents took place inside the park. It's unknown if the park had shut down for this reason, but some believe that the park had closed its doors for the simple fact that many visitors reported paranormal experiences while being there. This isn't surprising to some people, as the park was built on a cemetery. Urban explorers are certainly creeped out by this fact, but they're even more creeped out by the statues that were left behind. Rumor has it that the statue of Snow White is haunted. Nightly visitors have reported seeing the statue in a spot that was not the same as where it was originally seen. It's as though it moved on its own. One night, a group of friends visit the abandoned theme park when something very strange is captured on camera. Take a look.
Güey, ese es el velador de... Es el velador, ¿no? Ah, velador. ¡Ey! Velador. Aguanta, aguanta, espérate, ey. Shh, no te muevas.
Yo.
No te muevas ahí. Güey.
Nah, it's coming, dog.
Ese no es el velador, güey.
Güey, no es el velador.
No. Oh, heck no.
No, aguanta. Deja que mi cámara enfoque bien, Deja que mi cámara enfoque bien, güey. Ese no es el velador. No digas perras mamadas, güey. Perdón. Güey, ¿fue aquí? No digas mamadas, güey. Miren.
Yo, that shit was moving on. Looks like the same shit.
No digas mamadas, güey. No, Dios. No. No, güey, no mames.
¿Qué fue eso, güey?
No sé.
No mames, güey. No mames.
¿Crees que haya sido ella?
Güey, nos estamos metiendo más adentro del reino más. Banda, comparte.
No mames, güey, no mames.
Feeling beyond spooked, the group sees what looks to be another person inside the park. But as they look closely, they see that whoever this is appears to be wearing a dress. They continue to watch and notice that how they walk is a bit strange. Fast forward to the group seeing the statue of Snow White, and it's at this point that they realize the color of its dress is the same as the one worn by the person they saw. Could it be that the so-called person was actually the statue moving on its own? The group seems to believe this, but of course, it isn't certain if that's the case. Had the group actually seen the statue moving on its own, or was this something else? Feel free to let me know your thoughts on this one. The following video comes from a man named Bobby, and in this footage, Bobby is standing outside of his daughter's room where a strange noise was just heard. He checks on his daughter to see if she's okay, but hesitates to go inside. There's something in this room that scares him. Now, Bobby is someone who I featured in a previous video. Bobby and his daughter live inside an apartment where strange and unexplainable things have been happening for a while. From toys that seemingly move on their own as though possessed by something, to the sound of footsteps coming out of nowhere. This small family has had a fair share of unusual experiences.
Nah, get out of here, man. But at least y'all caught that part. Yo. No, I'm good.
Bobby believes that his home is being haunted by the spirit of a little girl who previously lived in this apartment. According to his landlord, the young girl passed away from cancer. Viewers believe that the little girl is trying to play with his daughter since most of the activity occurs in her bedroom. One day, Bobby's daughter is taking a nap when a strange noise is heard from inside her room. Feeling a bit scared, he takes a look and captures this.
What is that? See, it ain't my daughter because she's snapping right there on the bed. Sounds like her closet door fell.
Yo.
Try not to wake her up. I don't know. See, she's snapping right there. I'm trying not to wake her up. I don't know what that was, though. She is soft. Whatever it was not even waking her up.
Damn.
Yo, nah. Nah. Come on, man, she's in here sleeping. Come on, man. You need to get out of her room. Dude, I'm telling you, that thing was closed, right? Come on, man. Now why is she sleeping? Man, I am good on that. You need to get out of her room. Play somewhere else. What the man?
As Bobby walks over to his daughter, who's a heavy sleeper, the closet behind him opens by itself without warning. Considering how often strange things happen at home, Bobby is used to this, which might explain his calm demeanor. He waits patiently for something else to happen while keeping an eye on his daughter. Fortunately, nothing happens, but this incident was enough to keep Bobby on his toes. He continues to watch over his daughter in case something like this happens again. Just like the previous incidents, this mysterious occurrence has yet to be solved. On June 9th of 2023, an unsettling video was posted by a girl named Pupe who was home alone when something pretty terrifying was captured. The video starts off with Pupe lying on the couch before she suddenly realizes that someone or something is in her house. She was on her phone when she glanced over at the corner of the room and saw what looked to be a person standing completely still. Someone was watching her. Although freaked out at first, she began to laugh as she had a feeling that this was either her friend or boyfriend who was pulling a prank. But little did she know, this wasn't a prank. A mysterious presence has invaded Pupa's home. The following is her video. Watch.
Yo.
¡Qué miedo que das! ¿Qué haces? ¡Ey! ¿Quién sos? ¡Andate de mi casa!
Damn, that phone ain't answering. Nothing, just still as fuck.
¡Eh!
Right when things are getting tense, the video ends abruptly. It's unknown as to what exactly happened afterward, but one can safely assume that Pupa was left extremely terrified. Now, Pupa has posted some videos after this incident, but in neither video does she go into detail about the events of that night. Perhaps this incident was so disturbing that Pupa is trying her best to forget about it. Although it's unclear as to what exactly was captured, there's no doubting that the video she took is just downright chilling. It's late at night when a mother and daughter arrive home. The security camera at the front entrance records them pulling up to the gate of the house when out of nowhere, something very strange happens. This video was posted by Mary Carmen, the daughter in this video, who lives on a small farm with a lot of animals. Now, the animals on this farm would do things that would make her feel as though she were taking care of children. To her, this place feels more like a daycare than a farm. But the biggest child, according to her, is her dog, who's known as Scott. From dancing with his so-called mom to going on boat rides whenever he gets the chance, Mary Carmen has a special place in her heart for Scott. But unfortunately, one night, something happened that left her completely devastated. She had come home with her mother after having dinner at a relative's when she found Scott lying in his bed. He seemed unusually quiet, which he never was. Scott had passed away. Now, it wasn't until grieving for days on end that she finally looked at the security cameras that captured Scott's final moments before passing. Based on the footage, he passed away only a few hours before Mary Carmen returned home. He was already gone before she came. But after looking at the footage of when she arrived, she immediately noticed something strange. What was captured had brought her to tears. Have a look.
Damn. That looks like a dog. Yep, that's probably her. The dog spirit, you know? Shit. I don't know. Looks like it though.
A strange figure that looks to be a dog suddenly appears on camera. Mary Carmen believes that this may have been the spirit of her dog, given that he just passed away that same night. According to her, he seemed to be waiting for her to return home before departing. It's as though he wanted to see her one last time before going away forever. To this day, Mary Carmen watches this video to remind her that even though Scott is physically gone, he is still with her in spirit. But, like all videos, you be the judge on whether or not the ghost of her dog was captured. On May 24th of 2023, at around 10 p.m., a baby monitor captures something pretty spooky on camera. This video was posted by Marquette Jean, who's concerned for the safety of her daughter, as something very strange was captured inside her child's bedroom. The video begins with her daughter, who appears to be staring blankly at the window that's behind the camera. It's unknown as to what exactly it is that she's seeing, but whatever it might be, it seems to have her full attention. She continues to stare at this window when suddenly the camera picks up movement from inside the room. But as we can see in the footage, nothing is moving. Now the family used to have a cat and the camera would often pick up the cat's movement, but no cat is seen here as their cat had passed away in August of last year.
Damn.
However, as Marquette watches the baby monitor, this happens.
The cat spirit? Shit. Yeah, looks like it.
Is there a cat in here? Is there a cat in here? No. Oh, sorry. Love you, good night. Are you okay? What's wrong? No, it's okay. I was just checking on you. Good night. I love you.
Scary.
Huh?
Scary.
You're scary?
Huh?
Why?
It's a monster.
Nah.
Scary.
There's no monster.
That is not his cat, bro.
See? I'll look.
That is not her cat, man.
Upon seeing a strange cat-like figure on the baby monitor, Marquette bolts into the room and asks if a cat is in there. Confused as to what her mother had seen, Marquette's daughter replies no, but says that she's scared. According to her, there's a monster at the window.
Oh, heck no, dog.
Monster. It's really scary.
There's no monster in the window. I'll look. See? I'll look.
Marquette checks the window and finds nothing there. Although creeped out by her daughter's response, she's more unsettled by the supposed apparition caught on camera. The family believes this may have been the spirit of the cat that they once had, but later passed away due to cancer. Whether ghost or not, Marquette and her daughter are shaken up by this footage. Like all videos, the question is begged, just what exactly had occurred that night?
For real.
If you caught something creepy on camera, or if there's any ghost videos you'd like me to check out and include in the next compilation, you can send them over to scaryvideos444@gmail.com. That being said, let's get back to the video. In the following video, a man named Win is washing dishes in the kitchen when he hears a strange noise coming from his basement. This basement, according to Win, is a place that he and his family avoid entering at all costs. There's something about it that isn't right. Now, not too long ago, something happened inside this space that neither Win nor his family could explain. As Win states, he was by himself in the basement when out of nowhere, a small swing he had recently bought began to swing on its own.
Yo.
Although not really sure how to explain this, it would be the following incident that occurred only days later that leaves him extremely baffled. While being alone at home with his son, a loud banging noise on the basement door is suddenly heard. But when he checks to see as to who or what was banging on the door, he finds no one there.
Can I get it?
Damn. Fucking banging that shit hard as fuck.
Understandably, this occurrence has left the family feeling thoroughly petrified. But as if that wasn't enough to freak them out, the following video captures this. Win is down in the kitchen washing dishes when his dog starts barking at the basement door. He immediately takes out his phone and begins to record.
Go lie down. It's okay. Lie down. Stay. Been doing this all morning and I don't have time for this today. Stop. Hey buddy. I got too much going on. You gotta cut it out. Oh shit. Okay. I'm just gonna set it up. Paper towels. And we'll just let the phone roll.
Nah, bro.
I asked you if you gotta go or you gotta
Oh, did you see that shit?
wherever you're gonna
Oh, what the fuck? Thought there was a shadow there.
calm down. He's okay. Please, not today. Just, holy cow. Little buddy.
Sounding fed up with the supposed spirit, Wynn begs the entity to stop, but this only seemed to make things worse as the door to the basement began to continuously open on its own soon after. It isn't until looking closely at the doorway, however, that someone or something appears. Like something out of a nightmare, the shadowy figure seemingly fades into the darkness before reappearing again as a giant shadow.
Oh, heck no.
Feeling beyond spooked, Wynn is absolutely certain that he won't be entering this basement anytime soon. But as always, until more footage is brought forth, this video remains a mystery. This next video was recorded by a father who caught something pretty creepy while watching over his son. The father in this clip is known as Ricky Beadle, and it was sometime in the afternoon when he took this footage. According to Ricky, he was walking past his son's room when he heard him talking to himself. He was talking under his breath, muttering something that Ricky couldn't understand. It wasn't until listening closely, though, that he can make out a few words. Now, even though it sounded like total gibberish, his speech was similar to that of someone conversing with another person. It's as though someone else was there with him. It goes without saying, but the video that Ricky took is just downright eerie. Take a look.
Elliot, what are you doing? Oh, that's cool. What's that? What's that in the corner?
The man hanging.
Oh. Why are
Yo,
you doing that?
He's hanging up there.
what the fuck?
Oh, really?
Hanging bodies? Heck no, that.
What does he do?
He leaves me out tonight.
Why?
Because he does this.
Oh, really?
Charlie, dog.
Okay.
As if watching his son behave strangely wasn't already creepy enough, he shows him this, a portrait of someone that only his son is able to see. But eerily, this supposed person appears to be hanging by a noose wrapped around their neck. Ricky points the camera to where the so-called hanging man is apparently seen, but as expected, nobody's there. Or so it seems. Ricky's child seems pretty convinced that the hanging man is real, but for some odd reason, he's not allowed to talk about him. Now initially, Ricky wasn't really sure how to feel about this. It was only after the following incident, however, that he grew very concerned. Ricky is once again looking after his son when he hears him talking to himself just like before. He promptly reaches for his phone and captures this.
Stop it.
Elliot? What are you doing?
I see the man hanging.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Right.
He's crying and I keep saying stop it.
Is he crying?
Yeah.
So this is the photo of the hanging man he's seen in the corner of his room. I'm going to ask him to draw it again when I've rubbed it completely off. Elliot, can you draw the hanging man for me like you did before?
No, because he'll tell me off at night.
What if I don't let him? What if you can sleep in my room? Is that okay?
Yeah.
Right, so what's these on his face?
Tears.
What's this?
Straight.
Oh, okay. Does he cry quite a lot?
Yeah, because he's got his fever up there and he's up there
Okay.
in the corner.
Okay, thank
Yeah.
you.
But he annoys me at the night because he keeps saying he always bangs and he just...
Okay, thank you.
It was at this point that Ricky couldn't help but think that his son was seeing things. As some viewers have commented, perhaps Elliot is showing early signs of schizophrenia.
It
But
could be that.
Ricky
It
isn't
could be
totally
that.
certain if that's the case. Feeling unsure as to whether or not Elliot is expressing his imagination or showing symptoms of a mental illness, he decides to set up a camera in his room. Hopefully, what he captures will clarify this confusion. But to his shock, the following footage recorded this. Watch.
Yo. Nah. That's some shit up. Evil spirit,
Elliot
probably.
appears to be
'cause
speaking to someone when out of nowhere, his legs are seemingly pulled out of
calling
bed.
him, you know?
In a state of disbelief, Elliot jumps off the bed and scurries out of the room. It seems that someone or something had tugged on his legs as though intending to cause harm. It was soon after watching this video that Ricky knew something was haunting his son. Although whether or not that's so, viewers agree that something supernatural was captured. But, as with all videos, I'll let you come up with your own conclusions. Is something haunting Elliot? Or is something else going on here?
Nah, it
Feel
could
free
be
to
on
let me know
something.
what you think.
No,
Thanks for watching.
could be something like haunting him, you know? If you pulled on him, you know? Shit, right now he just pulled on him, but it could do something else. Probably. But shit, gotta be careful, you know? Gotta record this shit, you know? Make sure you're not going insane, you know? But other than that, fools, thanks for watching. Peace out.